want you I want you to think about something. I'm saying when we lack gratitude for simply being alive, it's because we have already strayed away from the present into an illusionary mental state called time. Many cases progress leads us structuring our life such a way that we are no longer required to be present when it's happening. There's so many structures that we can go through, we don't know what's happening. We think we're living. But when we're merely existing, okay? Think about when we're moving forward. We've been spinning in circles. We become mental about everything and have thereby sacrificed the experience of being physically present and emotionally balanced. Consequently, as advanced as we may believe our mental state has been, we are still ridden with confusion, okay? There's so many places to be, so many people to see. Our current time-based experience is perpetual hell, okay? It's perpetual hell, guarded by all these bars and unintegrated fears and anger, grief. It doesn't take us anywhere. It never did, never will. In time, nothing authentic happens. We only think it does. There's so many places to go, we never stop. There's nowhere to go and nothing to do. There's simply everything to be. There's so much presentness, however, because present moments and awareness is our birthright. To live this way is natural. It's simply natural for us. It's effortless. It's the kingdom of awareness. The gates are now awakened. Okay? It's very simple. You have to live with your present, the present. The process reveals our desires. It manipulates everything, every thought, every experience. We feel comfortable. Any given moment depends upon whether or not we choose to react or respond. Reacting to our experiences means to make decisions based on the experience we believe it happened yesterday, or today, or now it happened, what we think may happen tomorrow. In contrast, we respond. Okay? Our choices based on what's happening right here, right now. This response draws the wisdom that we derive from the past experience, whereas reactivity, your reaction to something. Reactivity has driven you to the unresolved trauma. Unresolved trauma that's embedded us every single day, every single moment. If you don't integrate and understand the energetic patterns that underlie this behavior, okay, and our beliefs, it's possible to respond to all our experiences every day rather than reacting. So if we're going to respond instead of reacting, we haven't integrated or gotten inside or gotten in to understand inside, underneath your foundation. You build a building, you have to build the building from scratch. You have to build 2x4s and 4x4s and walls and sheetrock. You have to build your foundation, perhaps underground, perhaps above ground, to build a foundation for where you're standing and what you're standing on and what you stand for. It's instructing you, these instructions. It's how we detach from our experience. When we observe this, the process enables us. Okay, you're enabled to do something. It lets you realize there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with us. That is, authentically, it isn't broken. At the same time, the experience we're having, it needs to be brought into balance. In this way, every present process already there, or something we've already had, our experience we're currently having. There's no magic or mystery, okay, about how this present process experience we're having succeeds. There's no mystery of how it succeeds, okay? It's just perceptual technology that's aligned with your natural flow and tendency of your mechanics, every human awareness. It actually honors and applies the moment by moment flow of cause and effect. And then after that, we come to realize, our mechanics, our insights, everything from cause and effect, it incites you, it brings you, and you actually become contained in this process. And we should already know this is obvious and natural. Listen, everything we accomplish, everything we do, everything we accomplish in this process is through disciplining our willpower, okay? Consciously yielding our attention, okay, and our intent, your intent, okay? We trade time spent for endless thinking, okay? We trade time for endless thinking, okay? You're not integrating, you're not getting into your inner physical, mental experience unless your endless thinking is going to reverse the time you've traded.